What's going on, guys? So today I have a little story to tell about this Olight flashlight that does not work. I have no idea what happened to this thing, so I'm going to tell the whole story, and maybe one of you who are a little bit more in tune with some flashlight stuff, the people who take them apart and really know what's going on, maybe you can help me out and tell me what might have happened here. So this is the Olight S1R Baton 2, and this is in the orange coloration. Christina really liked this one, so she wanted to carry this. She actually has an original Baton that's black, which she likes, and it works totally fine, but she wanted an orange one. So when this arrived in the mail, she did what everyone else would do, is you take the head off, because if you're familiar with these lights, they have a little plastic tab, a little yellow tab you pull out. It's just keeping the battery terminal covered, so when they store these lights or they ship them, it's not actually going to go on or anything like that. So she took the little tab out, put the head back on, and usually you get a little bit of juice in the battery when it arrives, so you can kind of play with it, see what it's like, but you really should charge it fully when you get these. But you can play around with it, just check out the modes real quick, because there is a little bit of power in that battery when it's shipped. So she hit the button, nothing happened. All right, she hit the button again, double click, triple click, held it down, you know, and nothing was working, right? So she thought, all right, well, maybe the battery's in wrong or something. Maybe when I took the tab out, the battery came out, you know, just why isn't this working, right? Popped the battery out, looked at it, looked fine, all right? The positive terminal does go down. She actually looked at the instructions to make sure that's how the battery goes in. Okay, yeah, that's how it goes in. Put the head back on. All right, hit the button, and nothing happened. But what she noticed is that even though there's no light coming out of the flashlight, the head got really, really hot to the touch, like almost uncomfortably hot. Why is this happening? I mean, she's thinking, well, there's no actual power, so what's going on? Why is that getting hot? You know, if it was sitting on turbo mode for a couple minutes, yeah, it's going to get hot. That's normal, right? But it's actually not working, and it's heating up. So she's starting to get a little bit concerned. She called me over. Hey, am I doing something wrong here? The head's getting hot. It's not working. We checked it. I did the same thing she did. I looked at the battery. I'm like, make sure the battery's in right. Okay, yeah. It has reverse polarity protection. Most of these lights do. So even if the battery's in backwards, it shouldn't damage anything, but it wasn't. It was just like this right out of the box. So I did the same thing. I checked the exact same thing that she did. Nothing was going on, but the head was getting hotter and hotter and hotter. So we're getting a little concerned that something might happen. So I actually took this outside. Now, normally you would just take it apart, take the battery out, and just leave it, let it cool down and everything. But, you know, me being me and curious what's going to happen here, I said, let's just leave it like this and see what happens. So I brought it outside just in case it popped or, you know, vented, or the battery got damaged and was smoking, or, you know, had like a mini explosion. They don't really explode like a bomb or anything like that. It just, you know, it'll pop, and it's possible that it can, you know, set something on fire. It's pretty, you know, crazy stuff. If you've ever seen a lithium battery go, you can watch videos on like people's laptop batteries and stuff. It's just not good to have that in the house. The gas, you shouldn't breathe that or anything like that. So I was figuring, if this is going to break and vent, you know, with flame or anything like that, I wanted to be outside. So I put it outside. I put it in the shade, because it was a sunny day, in the shade on a rock, just in case something happened to it. I waited about an hour, went back out there, touched it, and it was cool to touch. All right, so okay, so now it's just safe. It's not going to explode or anything. Brought it back inside, put it on the charger, tried to charge it. It never got charged. It was on there for about 4 hours. The light was always red. Finally took it off, went to use it, nothing was going on, nothing was happening. So I ended up contacting Olight. Olight did send out a replacement. That's kind of the biggest point of the video. There's two points here. Number one, I got a crap light right out of the box, all problems, no idea what was going on. But the second part is, at least Olight took care of it. They sent a replacement very quickly as well. I think I got it in 2 days. It might have even been the next day. I don't really recall. This was like a week ago. But anyway, so I got the replacement. Christina took the replacement light, and the first thing she did was try the parts. She took the old head here, she marked it, she put some little red X's on there, all right, just to know which one was which, because it was the same color. Try the old head on the new light, it didn't work. So the head definitely had a problem. But for some reason, she also took the battery out, put it in the other light, and the battery didn't work in the other light either. So not only is there some problem with the battery, but there's also a problem with the head. So when I contacted Olight, I told them the whole situation. They said they don't really know what could have happened there, but no problem, we'll send you a replacement. So I mean, it's nice. It's nice warranty anyway. They just shipped out a new one. That wasn't an issue. But but you know, totally bummed that this one didn't work. And I have no idea why. And that's the biggest concern, I guess, is, well, why? What happened here? Did something happen in the circuit board? I mean, obviously, when the battery was in, even though it was in the off position and never actually turned on, there was no light that ever came out. Why did this heat up like that? Like, that's weird. So maybe something got damaged. I don't really know. The box itself was fine. Everything looked good. It just never worked. But it's not only a battery issue, it's a light issue. So, yeah, I just want to tell this story to say that, you know, they're not all good. I've had bad experiences with Thrunite on 1 or 2 lights. I think it was a TN12. And I've had bad experiences now with Olight. They're not all perfect. It's not 100%. I've heard people have bad experiences with pretty much every company. And it goes with knives too. It doesn't really matter. So the point here really is like, Olight's not amazing, and Thrunite's not amazing, and Surefire is not amazing. You know, I've had a problem with the Surefire G6 way back in the day. But generally speaking, all their lights work. It's just, this happens to people, and it just happened to me. So I want to share with you guys. Like, sometimes I'll make a video and I'll be like, oh, this light's pretty cool, it's working out great. And then there'll always be like one person in the comments like, ah, mine sucks. And you're thinking like, ah, why does yours suck? Everyone else is great. Why does it suck, right? Well, this happens. It happens all the time. The most important thing is when it happens, the company makes it right. In this case, they just sent out a new one right away, which was nice. And you get that with most companies. I never really had a problem with trying to return something or trying to send something back to get repaired or replaced. I can't recall, even with a knife company, I can't recall any company that's just like flat out, no, you know, go screw yourself. It just doesn't happen. They want your business. They want to work with you. So I've never had like a really bad experience like that or anything. It's an inconvenience, but at the end of the day, things happen, you know, and something happened here, but they made it right. So yeah, just wanted to share that experience because I think it's important. It's important to talk about the crappy experiences as well as the good experiences. Not everything's just rainbows and sunshine. You know, people have problems with gear. I've heard knives, you know, sent out that were brand new that were dull. You know, that sucks. I've never had that experience before. And then same thing, flashlights, nothing but problems. You know, this never actually even turned on. It's not like it worked and it broke. It arrived brand new in the package, nice and shiny, broken. No idea what happened here. Maybe you guys, like I said, can, quote, shed some light on the subject. If you know a little bit more about the internals of flashlights and stuff. Like I said, the only thing I can imagine is something was wrong with the circuitry and it malfunctioned and obviously started getting hot. Maybe it was making a connection, but it wasn't actually throwing light out there. Who knows? But anyway, that's all. Just want to share the experience with you. Let me know if you've had any problems with this particular light, the S1R Baton 2. Love to hear your feedback. But anyway, and any stories, any flashlight stories or knife stories where you got something brand new and you were just like, what is this? What is this piece of crap? I'd love to hear your stories on that, and maybe what companies they were and what they did for you. So anyway, that's all for now. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.